Hi everyone, welcome to Springtide Readings. I'm Christina. I'm going to be your host. I've got the team back here. They're ready to read for you. They're incredibly chatty, so I'm really interested to see what they're going to say. I do swear every so often, so if that's not something you can sit through, I'm probably not your reader. But do keep looking because there's some fantastic readers out there, and if you're looking for confirmation, then you will eventually find the right one. Okay, you'll connect with who you're supposed to connect with. I watch one reader at the moment, and she has connected beautifully with what's going on. You know, my team will tell me information or tell me to pull cards, and the same cards will come out, or the same information will come out, maybe with a bit of juicy extras. But what that's for is to confirm what you already know. You know, that's what a reader is for. Not to tell you they're not there to tell you things you don't know. Not really. So yeah. You faces and places, swearing. Have I said swearing? I have said swearing. You know, so if the faces and places I'm talking about aren't yours, then don't make it yours, because we do deal with some really heavy stuff here, and you know, who wants to make that stuff fit, really? So, all that being said, thank you so much for all the support. That needs to be said. Thank you so much for all the support and the likes, the comments, the shares. You know the drill. Thank you. I'm very, very grateful. And collective, you know I love you. I love you so much. Okay, so let's get to this. I think I'm going to start with these. Just observe. But that's way too much to be flying out of there. Intentional spell work. Good fortune. That's a good one. Yeah, intentional spell work keeps popping out. I'm still putting it back in there. If it pops out again, we'll put it on the board. Whoa. Family. Family ties. What's that? Silence is golden. Flipped up there. Right. Let's get this on here. A survivor. That keeps coming up a lot. You're a survivor. Possibly something that happened in your family. Maybe that's what you've had to survive. Childhood trauma, childhood abuse. Maybe your families. Maybe your family are survivors. But I'm not sure that's what it is. I think it's you. I think we're talking about you here. What else we got? Yeah, wow, okay. Ouch. Do not tell them your moves. Do not tell them your moves. And cut the cords. So, yeah. This is a tough one. This is a tough one because I feel like I'm talking to a survivor of child abuse, and this is something that came up in the last reading. But maybe you still have ties with your family. I know, yeah, that's not really out of the ordinary, really. They're asking you to cut the cords. Maybe that doesn't even mean that you have to not speak to them ever again, but maybe not have them in your life so much. Because I just feel that you can't take them at face value. I feel that, look, I was sitting on the bottom of the deck. Look at this. Need to release. I want to put that down because this is the message here. We should know within the first few cards what the message is, really. Sometimes that's not the case because it's complicated, but I don't think this is all that complicated. This is somebody who has survived childhood trauma, they just said. That's what this is. Okay, so this is probably going to be a continuation of the last reading. All right. So you still have contact with your family, or you still have the family in your life to the point where they're telling you not to tell them your moves, not to tell them your business. Because these people, yeah. Even if these people didn't do the actual abuse, yeah, see, they had a hand in it. Just because you turn a blind eye or you don't take action, that's still having a hand in this trauma, in this abuse. Let's see what else they have to say. Oh, interesting. Together. I wonder why. Something about fame and going viral. I don't know why. I feel that that's a positive attribute in what you got going on here. Can I expand on this, team? Something about motivation. And there's the Master Manifester. And Trust Your Intuition is on the bottom of the deck. These two cards are on the bottom of the deck. So, I suspect that whoever I'm talking to is a master manifester, that if you want something and you put your energy into it, then you're probably going to get it. Trust your intuition. You know this reading is for you. If it's for you, if you know, you know. You know this reading's for you. You've been through it. You've been through it, and trust your intuition. That's what I was saying in the beginning. That's not what a reading isn't to tell you something new or something that you don't already know. I mean, it can be, absolutely, but for the most part, it's for confirmation. It's to confirm what you already know. And the fact is, this is pretty cut and dry. And I think that you would, you would know. So I keep trying to put this card back in here, but look, intentional spell work again. Maybe these people are actually doing something too, and maybe it's not even spell work. Maybe it's not even. Maybe it's saying a prayer or putting energy into you failing or being hurt, or they don't like you. That's what I keep getting. You are not part of this little circle. You're not part of this crew. There's something different about you, and they don't like it. They don't like it at all, and I'm going to have to put that on that intentional spell work on the board because it keeps coming out. You know the drill by now. See, really, look, you cannot take these people at face value. They're not this loving family that they portray themselves as. Inheritance, wearing a mask. Look at that. I mean, it's not something about inheritance. Could you clarify inheritance for me, team? They want me to tell you this first. They want me to show you this card first. Look, stronger than you think to elevate to good fortune. All right. Now, let me tell you that first, before we start looking at the inheritance. You're stronger than you think. You've been through hell. Whoever I'm talking to here has been through it is a personal horror story. And these people are still in your life. Maybe even not the main offender, but there are people who had a hand in it. There are people who didn't, they said rescue you when you needed it. You were a little kid, okay? None of this stuff was your fault. Right. Could you tell me about the inheritance, please? Doesn't make any sense. Something about how the mighty fall. Now, they said family fortune. Something that's been passed down from generation to generation to generation to generation. Yeah, see, I kind of feel that this is this is the generational curse that's in it. That's the inheritance. That's what you're getting. That you're passing on this generational curse, or it has been passed on to you. I'm not saying that I honestly do not feel that this survivor that I'm talking to, I do not feel that the same mistakes have been made for family ties. I think that there have been some mistakes made. Obviously, that's how we learn. You're not going to be able to learn a lesson if you don't fuck up every so often, really. But I don't think that's what I don't know. Anyway. Something about a masculine? Okay, whoa. I said clarify the inheritance, not the abuse. Thank you very much. I don't want to get into that. Right. So, I think it's fair to say that this is really nasty. It is a very nasty abuse. Okay. Let's keep going. I don't want to trigger anybody. I don't want to sometimes, sometimes being triggered isn't such a bad thing, because, you gotta work through it somehow. But that's not my place. There you go. Well, maybe it is, actually. Picking a fight. This patience keeps coming out. Patience keeps coming out. And I think they're asking you to have patience with you, not even with your family. I feel that whoever I'm talking to is somebody who condemns themselves. Every time something goes wrong, they take responsibility for it. You may apologize a lot, for instance, and you feeling like you're the one who's responsible for things you have absolutely no business feeling responsible for, really. That's just a coping mechanism, or it is a byproduct of the abuse. Mm-hmm. Good God. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm sorry you guys have been through this. I told you, why would you want to make this reading fit? This is, if it ain't your reading, it's not your reading, and you will know. All right, I'm going to keep on. I don't know if I'm going to release this or not, but I feel like it needs to be released, because, even if it can help one person, that's why we're here. It's a very strange thing going on here, because yes, there was severe abuse, but almost like they want to be you. There's something about you that your family, or a family member, or I'm seeing multiple family members here. Multiple family members who, despite the fact that you may not have two pennies to rub together, but for whatever reason, they feel that they want to be you. They want that. They like the sympathy out of all of that as well. If you've been through something, but these are more perpetrators. Yeah, thank you, team. These are more people. These are people who are putting this abuse onto someone else, not receiving it. I'm not saying that none of these people received it when they were little, or they were younger, but, or even, I don't know. I'm trying not to trigger you. I'm trying not to upset you too much. But look, you got intentional spell work and spiritual attacks there. You've got somebody here, and it feels all the world like this group is getting together and having these little bitch fests about you. But they're lighting a candle, or they're lighting incense to go along with it, or they're burning some herbs. I don't know. It feels incredibly intentional. If somebody talks shit on you and it sends you energy that is not so nice, that is unintentional spell work. It's an unintentional throw of nasty energy. They don't understand how energy works, so therefore they're not using it specifically to do that. But these people are getting together and doing spell work. What the hell? And this is your own family. This is your own family that's doing this. I really want to know about that inheritance, but I'm afraid to ask, because I feel like it's not money. I feel like that's not what they're talking about. I might just have to say generational curses and leave it at that. But it's just that just keeps popping off the table there. These people are guilty. They're guilty of violating you. And I have to tell you, this card keeps coming out. Be vigilant. And I think this is what they're trying to tell you here, guys. They're trying to tell you not to put your trust in these people. Don't fall for their manipulations, because they know exactly what to say to get you on side. They know exactly what to say to manipulate you into doing what they want you to do, or to being who they want you to be. And that's not, you don't have to do that. You are so fantastic. And really, I'm telling you, you are a fantastic person. You are, okay, we all fuck up. We all have our downfalls. We all have those things that we need to work on. Because if we didn't, there'd be no reason for us to be here. If we're not learning lessons, then there's no reason for it. There's no reason to be here. We would have elevated to the highest extent, and that's that. But we're not there yet. We're not there yet. And these people want to be you. So they think that there's something so fantastic about you that regardless of what you've been through and what you go through, because this is not over yet. Yes. Somebody just said domestic abuse. That the survivor may well be in a domestic abuse situation and the family is telling them to stay. But we like him or her. You know, don't fuck it up like you always fuck it up. You know, that sort of thing. Bullying. Best thing you could do is to cut the cords, to release these people. And I know that's not that easy. You know, I know that's not an easy thing to do. They're saying keep your cool. And you are happy to be you. Look at that, right next to each other. They want to be you and you're happy to be you. Well, let's see, that's beautiful. Move in silence. Move in silence. Stop telling them your moves. Stop telling them your business. Just stop it. Just stop it. Just stop it. Because they do not have your best intentions at heart. These people are... I keep seeing them... Yeah, there's quite a few there. It's not one of those massive families, but it's not a small family either. 4, 5, maybe 6 people there. And there's a woman in the front of this group, and she's got like a Cheshire grin, a Cheshire cat smile, where it's like it looks like she should be a really happy person. That, you know, that smile. Well, look, I'm smiling. What she's doing is showing her teeth, like a dog that's getting ready to bite, or is warning you to stay the fuck away from them. All I can say is look at the eyes. Pay attention to the eyes when this woman smiles, because they're evil. I mean, I know people don't like to use that word, but man, this woman is like, holy moly, she's evil. And she thinks that's funny. She thinks that's great. She's something that she is proud of. She thinks it keeps her safe. And I think that's really what it boils down to, but she's not, yeah. Yeah, misinformation keeps popping out as well. Let's keep going. I love you guys. I'm sorry if I've triggered anybody or if I've upset you. But the team is saying this for a reason. If this is coming out, then it needs to be addressed. This I have to tell you, this keeps coming out. This sex, and I think that part of the problem is that because of your childhood, I think it causes you to make decisions and choices that aren't very healthy. Okay, like I said, if this is for you, you know what I'm talking about. I think that, yeah, it's competition. This family has always made you feel like you have to be in competition. You know, that even your other family members are rivals. There's no solidarity in this family. There's no solidarity in this family. There's one. To me, it looks like there's one head woman, who is kind of in charge. She's the matriarch of the group, and then what I'm seeing is her and another child, who are very, 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 very close. Because they are very, 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 very similar. They are pretty much the same person as far as morals and choices go. But, yeah, almost like there's okay, we're going to say mother and child here. You know, mother and one of your siblings, actually. And perhaps what I'm seeing is the mother who is almost clinging on to this other sibling because, I don't know, various reasons. They seem a bit fascinated with their life and who they are and how they do things and the rest of it. But yet, on the other side of it, this mother wants this other sibling to do whatever she tells her to do. I don't know. Almost like she's flaunting it in front of your face. But look how much I love your sister or brother. You know, it kind of, yeah. What are you, fucking 12? I mean, Jesus Christ. Don't treat people like that. Sorry about the blasphemy. I am working on that. It just, you know, yeah. Yes. Let's keep going. You know if the family ties need to be cut. You must. But this is ugly. Look, silence is golden. We've got move in silence. We've got don't tell them your moves. And we've got silence is golden. Silence, silence, silence. Stop telling them your business. These people are keeping secrets. They are not on your side. Regardless of how they make you feel about it, they are not on your side. And I know that's a horrible thing to say about somebody's family. But they are not on your side. They are there for them. And that's it. And that's how it's always been. Bloody hell. Okay, I'm putting that back. That's like the 4th time that card has come out, but I'm putting it back because we ain't talking about that today. If it comes out again, I will put it out, but yeah, look at that. Think before you speak. Flying out of the deck. And also, I got to tell you, this keeps coming out as well. Your team say not on my watch, and I think that's a really important one to acknowledge because whoever I'm talking to, and it is probably trauma-induced abilities, but you're gifted. You are gifted. You have your intuition. You know, you obviously come from a spiritual family, or you know, it could be witchcraft, it could be paganism, it could be Wicca. You know, whatever label they want to put on it. This is something that it's generational. You know, you've got generational abilities and trauma-induced abilities. Man, you're probably popping as a psychic. You know, paranormal interest kept coming out. I'll grab these as well. What's that? God, Lord, that's a blast from the past. I'm pretty sure I just heard a rumble of thunder. And the song that popped into my head was, oh, Lord, what's his name? Garth Brooks and the Thunder Rolls. I'm pretty sure that song is about domestic abuse and the woman having enough and shooting his ass. So, you know, take it how it resonates. Not telling you to shoot anybody, okay? I just realized that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that that's what the song is about, and that's what popped in my head. So I'm just passing it on. Don't shoot anybody. So we've got the 4 of Pentacles and the 9 of Wands. I feel like this is telling you to get your ducks in a row, and that you come from a position and a life and a past that makes you very strong. It makes you very guarded. You know, he's got his wands all around him. He's guarded. You know, this is guarded. To me, it is saying it is more of that don't tell them your moves. Move in silence. You know, silence is golden. Think before you speak. Don't give these people any ammunition to not even use against you, but just to play their stupid manipulative games. Just don't give it to them. That mother's a nasty piece of work, I tell you. She is. Maybe it's an aunt. I don't know. Looks like a mother though. But she was the main female in that group that I was seeing. But keep it to yourself. Keep yourself guarded. Keep yourself, your money, your growth, any of your ideas, you know, any of your plans. They don't care anyway. They want to see you fail. That's for what the fuck ever reason they want to see you fail. It's jealousy. It's jealousy. How the mighty have fallen. Isn't that what they said? Well, the fact is, if you are in a position where you are not strong, where you are dependent on them for something, even if it's just an ear, you know, to be able to go and talk to them about your problems, you know, they eat it up because it's control. They don't want to see you do well. They don't want to see you do well. I was going to say no, but they don't. You know, you're very spiritual. You're very spiritual, and you've been working on you, and you've been working on that spirituality. You've been not necessarily growing it. You've just been working on it. You've been working on yourself, your shadow self. You want to improve. You want to know what's holding you back, baby? That's your family. That's what's holding you back. So, as crap as it is, if you got away from these people, I'm going to tell you what, you're going to feel a whole lot better. Yes, you will grieve for a little while, maybe. maybe it'll be so fantastic and straight off the bat that you'll think, why didn't I do this years ago? But these bitches are holding you back. And they are bitches. And I say that because these people are cowards. Who the hell wants to treat their own family member like this? That's just, I see you as weak. They see you as a pushover. But you're not. You're not a pushover. You're not a pushover at all. What you are is a spiritual being going through a spiritual life. A spiritual path. Let's keep going. Yeah, exactly. But see, the thing is, yeah. Hang on, I want to ask the team about this before I say what I feel. I want to ask them. They're asking you. You might be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. They're asking you to find some level of enlightenment within you. You know, see how he's got that halo of gold around his head? He's realizing something. You know, it's elevation. And what they want you to realize is that if you don't move away from the past, I know, it's really difficult. I know it is. I know. And it's a harsh lesson. It's a harsh message. If you don't run, get the fuck away from these people. If you don't move away from this past, it's going to end up destroying you. It's going to end up taking your life, it's going to end up taking your essence, your spirituality, it's not even going to take that. It's just your life force. You know, it's killing it. It is really killing it. You see, and they're asking you to do this pretty fast and not mess about. I'm putting that on the board because they want you to stop messing about and put this stuff to rest. Because, you know, it's not doing you any favors. Sorry about this message, you guys. I had a feeling it was going to be I had a feeling it was going to be a pretty serious message, but what does the collective have? Oh, hold on a minute, actually, before I do that. No. What does the collective have in their favor? What is going to help them move away from all this? It's going to help them move away from this. Yeah, exactly. Fucking hell, yes. All right. Fact is, and it's up there on one of my cards, the Master Manifester. Baby, you're a Master Manifester. You have the power to make happen whatever you want to do. And I really don't even think that you have to be limited by anything, really. You've got it. You've got all the ingredients and all the tools within you to make this happen and to find balance. And when that happens, this is going to transform this situation from bad to good. You know, this is adventure. Freedom. This is freedom. That's freedom. And that's your attribute. That's your positive attribute. You have the potential to change this. They want you to look forward. And not even go into a place of judgment, but more focusing on you. You know, don't get hung up on what happened. That's not what they're asking you to do. They're asking you to take your space and your seniority and make it yours. This is kind of the same reading that we've had for the last few times. So whoever I'm talking to, you know, you've got two choices. You've got two choices, but the fact is, you're gonna end up wasting your life. You're gonna end up wasting every moment with these people who couldn't give two shits about you. And you know, if this isn't your family, and your family's like all loving and, you know, whatever loving families do, I don't know, but support each other and, you know, is honest with each other and don't steal from each other and certainly don't let things like that happen to each other. You know, if your family's like that, then this is not your reading, okay? If your family's not like that and you know that I'm describing your family, then this is for you, okay? I don't... Look within. Look within yourself. Because the answers are there. A lot of meditation. Look for the signs. The signs are there. And you are so spiritual that the signs are there for you. You got two choices. You can stay or you can go. Those are the two choices. Simple as. God, I don't know. I'd say just get the fuck out of there. Say thank you very much for the lessons and move along. No, this is a bit crap. But the team are saying stop seeking distractions. Stop seeking things that are distracting so that you don't have to think about really actually what's going on. And you may feel that there's no resolution, but you've got a lot of talent here. You've got a lot of things working in your favor. And even if you are totally alone, that doesn't matter. You can still do it. You can still do it. But stop looking for distractions. Stop looking for things that the escapism. That's not doing you any favors, really. I know. I think you're going to celebrate. I think you're going to celebrate. Yes, yeah. All right. This is what I'm getting. I think you're going to end up celebrating. I think you're going to make it through this. And I think those of you who choose to go with you and to choose to work on yourself, you're going to leave this behind. That's going to be it. No more domination for you, because you're making the decision to stand up for you. And it'll be the end of it'll be the end of this. It'll be the end of this trauma, this heartbreak, stabby, hardy thing. And when they try to come back to you, or anybody else tries to treat you like that, that's what you're going to be like. You're like, no, I don't accept that. I do not accept your abuse. I do not accept your manipulation. Piss off with that. I think it's going to bring you a lot of strength. Grounding. And you can evolve. Okay. Guys, do you want to say anything else? I don't feel like I want to throw some of these on there. I don't think we really need this, but... See, you're loyal. You're a loyal person. You got your moments. You got your moments where you cheat. But I feel that's because of your past. I feel like it's a coping mechanism. But I also feel like if you sat and thought about it and in the shadow work, you'd be reborn. That you would be... Yeah, see, this message keeps coming out as well. That